Good day, everyone. My name is Holanda Williams. I'm a student of the UA Mona Open Campus in the course MGMT6019. For the next 6 minutes, I will be presenting on the much debated subject of individualism versus collectivism. My purpose here today is to evoke interest in the topic and guide your minds to the determination that individualism is more valuable to an organization than collectivism, since it encourages innovation and creativity, inspires high performance, and stimulates self-accountability. Now, many of us, whether in school or the workplace, have been socialized on the proverbial phrases that teamwork makes the dream work, or many hands make work light, and there's no I in team. However, do these statements actually hold truth, or are they simply myths? Now, Lefebvre and Frank in 2013 presented that both individualism and collectivism are based on cultural norms, which cause people to adapt to one or the other based on social tendencies or family backgrounds. When organizations value and promote individualism, managers allow employees to hone their personal abilities and skills, which also gives them freedom to explore new ways of completing projects and tasks. Further, it is important to remember that in an organization, each worker is by himself an independent and separate entity. So the idea of individualism must be explored and addressed in the workplace. Similar sentiments on the importance of individualism were shared by a former slave, Frederick Douglass, in an extract from a letter to his ex-master. He wrote, "I am myself, you are yourself. We're two distinct persons, equal persons. Nature does not make your existence dependent on mine or mine to depend upon yours. We're distinct persons and are each equally provided with faculties necessary to our individual existence." It is against this backdrop that I put my first argument forward, that individualism in organizations encourage much needed innovation and creativity. A similar point of view was shared by Triandis in 2018, who said that employees are more creative and inclined to discover new solutions when they have freedom to be themselves. This idea was successfully piloted by Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, who has repeatedly said he allows Apple's engineers and inventors to work alone instead of in teams. This, he said, helps to develop the spirit of individualism, where each person is dedicating their energy and time to solving problems and making discoveries without disturbance from other team members. Furthermore, individualism inspires high performance in employees, as they will oftentimes be motivated to work hard to accomplish their goals and achieve their own interests. Therefore, when an organization aligns the business interest with that of the employees and delivers it to them as such, this increases morale, engagement, and productivity. According to Zuga in 2017, individualism motivates personal accomplishment and is characterized by the drive to complete tasks to the best of one's ability and become a subject matter expert. Similarly, it is for this reason that students pursue higher education and individuals are motivated to achieve their personal standards of excellence rather than fulfilling expectations of other team members. Lastly, individualism in the workplace promotes a high level of self-accountability for one's actions, as presented by Spiker in 2013. He said that because organizational performance depends on individual performance, individuals need to be reminded that failure or success depends on what they do. Once this is done effectively through goal setting, they are more inclined to perform at optimal levels individually. This is in contrast with what happens in a team setting. Who gets to blame if a team fails? Who will be held accountable? Who will be responsible for shouldering the fault if something goes wrong? We all know that's the leader in the team. Can we honestly say that this structure benefits an organization? No, it does not. Now, I know that some persons who oppose individualism may try to poke holes in the arguments above. One researcher that advances an opposing view is Love and others. They argue that a strong and collective culture that is team-oriented and focused on organizational goals may have improved productivity and performance. On the other hand, Grady in 1990 disproved Love and others and reinforced my arguments. He stated that organizations that focus on individual employee achievement and uniqueness are more instrumental in generating innovative ideas than organizations that are more focused on team-based culture. Now to conclude, I go back to the popular proverbial jargon that there is no I in team, and I ask you, my colleagues, where's your I? Is it in personal interest to accomplish goals which lead to higher productivity in an organization, or is it in innovation and personal accountability for your actions? Stand firmly with me and Grady as I dispel the myth that teamwork generates greater productivity and higher performance than individualism. I stand resolute that organizations should highly value individualism rather than collectivism. Thank you.